All right, let's begin with the interview process. What is your current legal name?
Dennis Rubén Gramajo.
Have you used any other name before?
Just Dennis Gramajo.
Do you want to legally change your name?
Yes.
What do you want your new name to be?
Dennis Gramajo.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
April 1st, 1986.
Where were you born?
Guatemala.
Are you a citizen of Guatemala?
Yes.
How tall are you?
5 foot 7 inches.
How much do you weigh?
185 pounds.
All right. Black hair, black eyes? Or
No, black hair and brown eyes.
brown eyes, okay. What is your current physical address?
2820 North Windsor Terrace, Oklahoma City. My zip code is 73127.
Okay. What is your current marital status?
I'm married.
Is your spouse a member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
What is your spouse's legal name?
Jury Lisette Gramajo.
When did your spouse become a U.S. citizen?
She's citizen by birth.
Okay. How many children under 18 do you have?
3.
What are their names?
Melissa Gramajo, Samantha Gramajo, Kylie Gramajo.
How old is Kylie?
She's 8 years old.
How old is Melissa?
Melissa and Samantha, they are twins. They are 10 years old.
Oh, twins.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where do you currently work?
I work for Atlas Fabrication.
What do you do there?
I'm a supervisor.
Okay. What do you do what kind of supervision work
We
do you
do GPU units for the oil and gas production.
Okay. Where does your spouse work?
She works in negocios el Quetzalito.
No, what does she do there?
She's a manager at the store.
Okay. All right. When was your last trip outside the United States?
May 2nd.
Okay, I don't see this one in your application. So this was a trip after you filled out your application?
Yes.
Okay, where did you go?
I went to Guatemala.
For how many days?
4 days.
Okay, did you go visit family?
No, I went to my aunt's funeral.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
It's okay, thank you.
All right, have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No.
What does claimed mean?
Say something is not true.
Have you ever registered or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
What does register mean?
Put my name on the list.
What does vote mean?
Elect a new leaders.
Okay. Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes in the United States?
No.
Have you ever since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you failed to call yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return?
No.
Have you ever been involved in or associated in any way with a communist or a totalitarian party?
No.
What does communism mean?
No freedom, like Korea.
Okay. Which Korea?
North Korea or Cuba.
Yes. What does totalitarian mean?
The government controls everything.
Okay. Have you ever advocated or been a member of, involved in, or any way associated with any of the following? Opposition to organized government or world communism?
No.
Have you ever been a part of the establishment of a dictatorship in the United States?
No.
Have you ever been involved with the overthrow of any form of government of the United States by force or violence?
No.
Have you ever been part of any assaulting or killing an officer of the United States?
No.
Have you ever been part of any unlawful damage or destruction of property?
No.
Have you ever been part of sabotage?
No.
Have you ever used a weapon or explosive with the intent to harm another person or cause damage to a property?
No.
What is a weapon?
I think to hurt somebody, like a knife or gun.
Okay. Have you ever engaged in kidnapping, assassination, hijacking, or sabotage of an airplane or any mode of transportation?
No.
Do you know what hijacking means?
Yes.
Can you tell me what you think it means?
Hijacking is take control of something.
Okay. Have you ever ordered, incited, committed, assisted, or helped, or otherwise participated in any of these following? Torture or genocide?
No.
Killing or trying to kill a person?
No.
Intentionally or severely injuring or trying to injure any person?
No.
Any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent, was unable to consent, or was being forced or threatened by you or someone else?
No.
Not letting someone practice their religion?
No.
Causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, or membership in a particular group or political opinion?
No.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any military or police unit?
No.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any armed group, for example, a paramilitary unit, a self-defense unit, vigilant unit, rebel or guerrilla group?
No.
Do you know what a paramilitary unit is?
Official army?
Yes, a non-official army. Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained, for example, a prison, jail, prison camp, detention facility, or labor camp? Or have you ever directed or participated in any other activity that involved detaining people?
No.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against a person or threatened to do so?
No.
Have you ever sold, provided, or transported weapons or assisted in any person in selling, providing, or transporting weapons which you knew or believed would be used against any person?
No.
Have you received any type of weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military type training?
No.
You don't know how to use any weapons?
No.
All right. Have you ever recruited, enlisted, conscripted, or used any person under 15 years of age to help an armed force group?
No.
Have you used any person under 15 years of age to take part in hostilities or attempted to work with others to do so?
No.
Do you know what hostilities means?
It's peace talks.
Yeah, or opposition or conflict in the government. That's what it means. Have you ever committed, agreed to commit, or asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained or confined by any law enforcement officer, a military official in the U.S. or anywhere else in the world, or an immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime or offense?
Yes.
Who were you detained by and when?
So I was detained for the immigration government unit.
Okay. So an immigration official?
Official.
Okay.
And that was in November 2006.
Where was it at?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay. No lo pusieron aquí.
That's just, eso es una práctica más.
Oh, okay. All right. Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution?
No.
Do you know what prostitution means?
Yes, it's having sex for money.
Have you ever manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, sold, or smuggled any controlled substances, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state in the United States or a foreign country?
No.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Have you married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or pay alimony?
No.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
Yes.
What kind of information was that?
I told the officer I was from Mexico. That was false. I'm from Guatemala.
When was this?
The same day they arrested me in 2006.
Okay, in Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
Have you ever been placed in removal, recession, or deportation proceedings?
No.
Have you ever been removed or deported from the United States?
No.
Are you a person born a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthday?
Yes.
Did you register for the Selective Service?
No.
Why not?
Because nobody told me how to do it.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, that's fine. Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption for military service in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you ever been court-martialed or have you received a discharge characterized as other than honorable, bad conduct, or dishonorable while in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Have you been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien?
No.
Have you ever deserted from the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Do you now have or did you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Okay. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
What does the full oath of allegiance mean?
I promise to be loyal to the United States.
Okay, so you know if Guatemala and Mexico go into war, whose side are you going to take?
For nobody.
No.
Because I'm going for the United States.
Okay, so you have to say you will be on the United States side.
You say Mexico.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nobody.
Again, ahí lo vamos a editar. Sorry, yo no me puse atención. Okay. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance of the United States?
Yes.
What does a full oath of allegiance mean?
I promise to be loyal to the United States.
So if Guatemala and the United States go into war, whose side are you going to take?
The United States, 100%.
Okay, that's right. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
What does it mean to bear arms?
I carry a gun.
Yes, for the United States, yes. If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
What does it mean to do non-combatant services?
Just do different things, no fighting, like clean, cooking, things like that.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
What does work of national importance mean?
Just to help the country whenever there are disasters like tornadoes, hurricanes.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You have passed all of your citizenship and civics test. I will recommend your application for approval. Thank you.
Thank you so much.